Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Today on General Hospital, Molly demands Christina sign papers giving up her parental rights. Jason and Diane strategize to save Carly. And Anna informs Dante about Brennan's disappearance. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. Nina arrives at Crimson and finds out from her assistant Madison that she had to cancel her meeting with Erica Kane and Enchantment. Nina is stunned, saying how difficult Erica is to get a meeting with, and wondering why Madison would risk her wrath by backing out at the last minute. Nina walks into her office and finds Michael sitting in her chair. He says, "Because your boss needs to speak to you." Nina lets Michael know when an angry Erica calls, she'll forward her to him. He says, "Fair enough." Michael gets straight to the point and tells Nina he needs her help. He understands Nina has a connection with Congressman McConkie. Nina says her father did, but Tracy and Monica also have connections with him. Michael notes that Monica's health is poor, and he doesn't want to involve Tracy, so he needs her to arrange a meeting with him. When she asks why, Michael initially won't say. Nina realizes this is personal, and needs more information before she can help him. Michael admits he needs the congressman to help his mother. Michael fills Nina in on what happened with Cardi, and McConkie is on the House Oversight Committee, and can put pressure on a rogue FBI agent. Nina says this sounds very Watergate-ish, but he says it's only illegal if money exchanges hands, and this is just a request. Nina asks if he's willing to be labeled a co-conspirator with her in possibly breaking the law to save Carly. Michael reminds Nina that Carly is only in this situation because of what happened in Nixon Falls, which is all on her. Nina says if she does this, will they finally be square? Michael promises that when his mother goes free, Willow will know her mother is responsible for saving Carly. Nina says he knows how to sweeten the deal, but if she does this, she wants peace with him as well. She is sick of the ugliness between them. Michael says getting a meeting with McConkie will be a good start at putting the past behind them. Nina points out that if this gets out, it would end Drew's campaign and tarnish McConkie's legacy. Michael says this is just a conversation they are discussing and asks if they have a deal. Nina says they have a deal and calls McConkie's personal cell. She tells him that she'll be in DC next week and thought about meeting him for lunch. When he agrees, she says she's bringing a friend he'll find interesting, and she knows he'll love him. At her place, Christina meets with Molly and gushes about the warm reception she's getting from people online after the interview with Perez. Christina asks Molly what she thought of the interview. Molly says she heard the responses have been very good, and many people found her sympathetic. Christina finds her choice of words odd. Molly says TJ had some thoughts, and Christina asks what his problem is now. Molly won't speak for TJ, but to quell his concerns, she has brought papers for her half-sister to sign, which terminate her parental rights to this child. Christina can't believe this is her response to her pouring her heart out on TV. Molly notes she was always going to have to sign these papers and terminate her rights. And she's about to give birth, so why not sign the papers now, while things are still calm? Christina asks if this is about Perez asking about the baby, and because she said it was private. Christina says the interview was about Ali, not this baby, and she didn't want to drag Molly and TJ into the interview. Molly says she made it appear this baby is hers. She could have said she was acting as a surrogate, and now every lesbian on the internet is happy for her and Blaze. Christina says this is insane, but she can call Kelly Riper with an exclusive about her sister's endometriosis and infertility. Does she want to become the public face of endometriosis? Molly tells her she's the one being ridiculous. Christina says she completely misunderstood her statement, but Molly orders her to sign the papers. Christina throws them down and says, "No." Molly says they agreed on this, so she has to sign the papers. Christina doesn't think it's the right time as there are issues that are at play now that weren't when they agreed to this. Christina argues that things are rocky between Molly and TJ.
Molly states that
and
isn't
what
going
if
to
they break
happen,
up? But Christina says all they do is fight lately. Molly yells they are fighting over her, and couples fight and make up, but Christina wouldn't know that. Molly snarks that all Christina has had is a string of failed relationships with men, a crush on a teacher she pushed away, and a fling with a woman in the closet until her mother outed her. Molly tells Christina she is so not equipped to be a mother. Christina can't believe what her sister thinks of her. Molly says she'll think better of her once she signs the papers. Christina won't because she can't do this until she knows Molly and TJ are going to make it. Molly accuses Christina of wanting to keep this baby all along. Christina admits maybe she and Ali could provide a more stable home for this child right now. Suddenly, they are interrupted when Natalia knocks on the door. She wonders if this is a bad time. Molly says she is leaving and storms out, leaving the papers behind. Natalia asks if Allison is there, but Christina says she is out with Brooklyn. Natalia wanted to talk to them both, but she came by because, she notes, saying thank you falls very short. Natalia says what Christina said on TV was very generous. Christina doesn't believe in limiting people's right to speech, and everyone is entitled to their own opinions as long as they don't legally affect her or others. Natalia notes Christina's live and let live stance is one she holds dear, and she needs to improve on applying it to her life. Christina tells Natalia she is entitled to her thoughts and opinions, but she doesn't have to like them. Natalia says that is fair, and she admires Christina's principles and what she said. In Anna's office, Dante tells her that Sonny is downstairs if she wants to see him. Anna has more pressing matters at hand. She tells him that Jack Brennan has disappeared from Pentonville, and it's as if he was never there. All records of Brennan's association with Pentonville have vanished. She hands Dante a file on Brennan and says the PCP's records have also been purged. Dante asks who has the power to do this. Anna suspects the WSB and that Brennan must know something they don't want him speaking out about. Dante says there must be records of his time at General Hospital, and he can look for them. However, this guy is the WSB's problem, so why does the PCPD care about him? Anna explains that Cates has used leverage over Carly to force Jason to work for him in taking down Pikeman. Cates also admitted Brennan may have leverage over him and the FBI, and she wants to know what Brennan means to the FBI. A handcuffed Carly finds Sonny waiting for her in the PCPD interrogation room. Sonny asks the officer to uncuff her, as she's not going anywhere and she's not violent. The officer removes the shackles but says she's only here until she's transferred into federal custody, and the cuffs will have to go back on then. Sonny rants that Jagger's gone too far. Carly tells him to let Diane handle this. Sonny asks what is going on and why she has been arrested. Carly tells him, "Because you died, and I took your place." Carly explains the details of her and Jason stepping up to protect the family when he was thought to be dead, and that the FBI has a recording of her saying she was taking over for Sonny. She admits Cates used the recording to force Jason to work for him to keep her out of jail, and that's why he's been gone for the past 2 years. Carly explains Jason was being sent on another assignment, and she promised not to turn herself in to save him. However, when she saw Cates in the lobby, she lost it when he took a jab at Jason. Sonny asks how long she's known about this. Carly admits she found out about the recording a month ago. She confirms Diane also knows and says the odds aren't in her favor. Sonny vents that Jagger isn't the first to try to take him down, and he won't let him use her and Jason to destroy him. He yells, "Jagger started with nothing and will die with nothing. No way in hell is he sending my little girl's mother to prison." Sonny storms out, and Carly asks one of the officers to call Dante and get him down here. Dante soon arrives, and Carly tells him that Sonny's lost it and is going after Kate's. Sonny goes to his office, calls Brick, and asks for a location on Kate's. Sonny then takes a gun from a briefcase, loads it, and aims it. In Jason's apartment, he meets with Diane and wants to give himself up to exonerate Carly. He says he'll claim he was running the show and Carly was a figurehead. Diane says that's noble, but a waste of time. She says the taped confession is damning, and his confession will only get him charged along with Carly. Plus, it will only strengthen the case against Carly. Diane can still use his help with the case. She plans to paint Carly as a sympathetic mother and argue that she feared for the lives of her children and herself. So she bluffed everything in that meeting to push the crime families away and keep her family safe. Jason knows Diane told Carly her chances of acquittal are only 30%. Diane admits they can do better than that, but not by much. Diane says Carly will be arraigned today, and she needs him in court, in a suit and tie, and remaining calm and steady by her side. Jason wonders if they could undercut the case against Carly by tarnishing Kate's. Diane says it could work, but he is an FBI agent, so they'd have to come up with something substantial to make the jury doubt his integrity. Jason thinks it's possible. He knows someone who could get information on Kate's, and she owes him. Later, Kate shows up, and Jason tells him that coming here was a mistake. Kate tells Jason that he has a piece of paper he signed, agreeing to work with him to protect Carly, and that will force him to call the hitman as a witness against her. Kate says Carly dug her grave, and Jason will be the one who buries her. However, he reminds Jason there is one way to stop that. Jason refuses another assignment. Kate tells Jason all he has to do is deliver Sonny to him. On the next General Hospital, Christina is ready to make a move and tells Alexis that it has to be now. TJ tells Molly he can't believe they have to settle this with lawyers. Ava tells someone that she needs to know she can trust them. Carly tells Michael that there is something really important she needs him to do. Sonny tells Dante just because someone's paranoid doesn't mean others aren't out to get you. Kate tells Jason if he wants to save Carly, then he has to give Sonny up. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updated news.